Hey guys, on this video, I'm going to show you an idea I have, and it's right here behind me, of stacking firewood for a whole season, so a whole year, and not having to, well, mow and weed eat around it. So, you know, I get firewood from tree services. Well, tree services, they do a lot of wood chips and firewood, but they do more wood chips and firewood. So I get on Chip Drop and I order. You can't just order logs because they won't bring them. I've never had them bring just logs before, but what they'll do is because they have an abundance of wood chips, and if you get lucky, they'll bring logs along with it. And you can sign up for that on the website, and I'll show that to you here in a little bit. But as behind me, what I'll do is I'll lay out the wood chips, because I get more wood chips than I want. So I'll just lay out the wood chips, and I'll show you a big path of wood chips I have. But like on this firewood right here, it's green. I just chopped that up the other day, and I'm not finished with that rack, but it's green and it's gonna sit there for a whole year before it seasons. And so I got wood chips under it, and if you can see, I got blocks right there, you know, so it's not touching the ground. And I don't have to weed eat around it. I don't have to mow around it. And what got me thinking about this is so I watch Outdoors with the Morgans, Country View Acres, Hometown Acres, Ohio Wood Burner, In the Yard. What is that one guy? Gosh, I wish I remember. In the Wood Yard, I think is what it is. But all these are highly respected YouTubers that do firewood, and they're big time. I mean, I'm little, and I fully respect those guys. I learn from them. I subscribe to their channels. I watch them all the time. And I don't know if it was any of those or not, but a few months ago, I was watching a guy doing firewood. And at one point he said, hey, I need to clean up around here. So he got a 0-turn mower and he mowed around it. Well, he was weeding around all his wood stacks. And I thought, well, I don't have to do that. So I'm making a video just kind of showing, hey, it's all free. These wood services, I get them, for free, and you can too. Now look, I don't sell it, and I just burn it in the house. And if I get a whole lot of extra, then, maybe I'll sell it then. But that's just what I do. So anyway, I'll just show you. So there's this service called Chip Drop. I've talked about it before in videos, but I don't think a whole lot of people know about it. Here in a minute, I'm gonna put a copy of their website so you'll recognize it. But what I'm chopping on is that you can see it in the background is 2 truckloads of wood, hardwood. And I did put on Chip Drop that I wanted hardwood. I don't really want pine, in other words. But then, and it's not in this video, and I'll show you what I did with it, but there's also wood chips. So it's Chip Drop, but they also do logs, okay? So it's just local tree services that they don't have a place to dump this all the time. So it's free for you, and it's free for them, because they usually have to pay to go somewhere. So right there in the background where it is, and I'll show you some stuff. here's just what I did. And, you know, got the blocks. I'll probably I ran out of blocks, so I'm not gonna buy any more until I need to. But I got some pallets. I'll probably put pallets out here, and I'll have at least 3 rows right here. But I'm gonna set them on these wood chips. And like I say, when the grass and weeds grow, it won't grow up around this, and it just keeps it cleaner. So I get the firewood and the wood chips. And what I'll do is I'll get these wood chips and I'll put them around my plant beds. But like right here, I'll put some of that wood, right there it is. Some of that wood, when I chop it up, you know, I'll put it on this rack. See, I don't have to weed eat around it. Because if I don't do this, then I don't have enough gravel, or don't want to pay for gravel to have a gravel yard. So, hey, otherwise you'll have weeds going up all around it. You've probably seen this before, but you know, it's wood chips. You know, I get more wood chips than I really want, but that seems like the easiest way to get the wood rounds or logs, is them also bringing wood chips. So I just keep stacking them up. They're pretty thick, but I use them in flower beds and stuff like that. So the thing is I just come out here with a shovel and get what I want instead of making a big mound of it. So, you know, put the wood chips out here behind this wood stack, so I don't have to weed eat around it. I can get my mower around that. It's easy. I do need to weed eat that. But anyway, here's some more on pallets. I had 1 block left the other day, and I did that. A couple 2x4s and 1 cinder block. Holds well. I do put this on, this is on gravel. I had some gravel behind here, because I will run out of room, but that's not too bad. And as these racks empty out, I'll move them over there. But the sun shines back here all the time, so this will dry out real quick. So that's just a simple example of where I get my wood chips from, where I get most of my firewood from, and how I use the wood chips to put basically under the firewood, so I don't have to weed eat around it all the time. Now, you saw on the back of my property, all those wood chips are made off into a path. And, you know, I just park mowers and garden tractors and things like that back there a lot. And, you know, my trailer, my big trailer, my 18-foot trailer, sitting on a big pile of wood chips. And I do that just simply because, well, they're free. You know, if I ever wanted to get rid of them, I could just till them up, and probably eventually in a couple of years sow grass seed in it, and it would just turn to soil. You know, it's just going to decompose. So I'm getting them all the time and replenishing them, but they're free, you know. And then in my garden here, a lot of times I can take a shovel or my front end loader and take a scoop from underneath, and they're already decomposed, and I'll use them in the garden a lot of times too. So it's just a multi-use type thing. But that's where I get them from, on that website that I showed you earlier. Hey, they're not paying me. I don't promote it necessarily, but it's just a good idea, I thought. So I just wanted to share that with you. All right, have a good day.